ammonia gas is an indoor power form is 25 ppm and the temperature is 18 and maximum 21. So if you fix these things in your IoT devices, this IoT device manage your power form, temperature, ammonia level and humidity. There is no issue in that. So this is the structure of the project which they developed. IoT technology trends to watch in 2022. IoT is developing in crucial technology for sustainability. Yes, for sustainability, IoT plays a major role. The platform hype is moving from cloud to the edge. IIoT initiatives are transforming manufacturing, cloud native applications. So these are the things where IoT is involved in many different places. IoT is developing into crucial technology for sustainability like environmental monitoring, territorial management and energy optimization. As I told you before, you can save water energy, electrical energy, and you can monitor your soil status, every animal status, everything. Major IoT players focus on building in green economy, mitigating climate change. Everything, everywhere, this IoT plays a major role here. The platform hype is moving from cloud to edge because I don't know how many people are aware of cloud and edge. Cloud systems can be implemented only for the specific devices so that people are moving towards edge, which can be used everywhere. IIoT initiatives are transforming manufacturing and the cloud native applications, hyper automation, and particularly invisible AI is increasingly found at the edge. See, artificial intelligence technology enabled IoT devices will help you or will support you a lot in implementing sustainable development goals. Immersive realities are entering the enterprise environment, 5G becoming IoT ready. So, because you know when you are accessing huge amount of data, we need a high-speed internet connection. Now we got 5G internet technology, which will transfer high amount of data in a faster way. Secure remote access of assets is growing in importance. So when you are implementing this IoT technology, it is very secure and you can access from remote wherever you are. Everywhere you can able to access. Other AI IoT projects in our daily life, in which some of the titles are implemented by our students. Smart parking system. Actually, you know, in many cities, the parking for automatically, you know, we don't need to go and search. At the front, there is a screen. It will inform you that which slot is free. From the beginning, entry, you can understand which side you have to go, whether right or left. And you can park your car easily. No need to search to identify your parking. Smart hotel server, which I told you before in Muscat, they introduced server as a robo. This robo will get an order and then deliver the food for the customers. Smart printer, which is an interesting project done by our students. Actually, we know that we are using printers to print in a paper, right? Our students, they develop a smart printer which will print on the hard materials like trees, stones, wherever you want to draw something or any picture, whatever you want, it will be printed on the hard materials. That is called smart printer. Smart gate opener, you know, automatically the gate will open in 3 minutes. And smart traffic control system, smart navigation, smart house monitoring system, everything will be smart, which will save huge amount of energy. There is a video, I don't know the time, if it permits, I can show the video, otherwise I will. Sir? Huh? Okay. So no problem, I'll share this video. So with the conclusion, I would like to inform that IoT will solve most of our real life difficulties. See, we are IT people. We don't know, really we don't know the difficulties which people are facing in ground, in reality. We are IT people. If we get your problem, we could able to give solution, better solution as soon as possible. That is the reason I would like to conclude IoT will fulfill most of real-time problems in the near future. Also, I would like to say reasonable amount of IoT contribution exists in the sustainable development goals. Really, when you are implementing the sustainable development goal, when you consider this IoT, you will get more support from this IoT. With this, these are the references. With this, I would like to conclude my session. Thanks for the opportunity given to me. Audience, if you have any questions or you need any clarification.
Sir, one question please. What is basic difference between IoT and AI?
AI, it will automatically do something.
Right.
For example,
You can, Rajshekhar, you wanted to show some video, you can show the video.
so actually, sir, what is AI? AI will do automatically. Like what humans are thinking, the computer will think and do automatically. IoT is a device which will get the data. Like I told you, IoT consists of sensors, processors, everything. It will get data from somewhere and the data will be processed according to the instruction given by AI technology. It will give you the guideline how you should plan for the future. So this IoT will give you guidelines how to plan for the future and how to automate your system. Just I will share this video to make you understand more clear about AI. Sorry, IoT.
I think Mamta ji को भी पता होगा. Now I am in Delhi. There is electricity in the, when we are using the electricity in the peak hour, there is a 10% extra charges here, which the Delhi government is implemented. Delhi. And of whatever. So this is one. Another thing is that then one guy asked one question, IoT and the AI. So I have one video, if you say that I will share in this, where what Israel is doing, पर सेब तोड़ने के लिए उसने क्या कहते हैं ड्रोन यूज कर रहा है. He is using drone for picking the apples. और not only this, that is identifying the सेब जो है वो पक गया है या रेडी हो गया है कि नहीं, वो भी ड्रोन ही तय कर रहा है. मेरे पास एक वीडियो है 5 मिनट का जो लाइव वीडियो रिकॉर्ड किया गया है जिसमें उन्होंने दिखाया है कि कैसे वो सेंसर के थ्रू एप्पल को आइडेंटिफाई कर रहा है और वो उतना ही कट करके सिर्फ ले आ रहा है जो ऊपर भी लगे. So they are implemented and AI is the future. Nothing exists, only the AI. आपको कुछ करने की जरूरत, just imagine it and things will be ready.
These devices gather and share data about how they're used and the environment in which to the way you behave. From air conditioners that you can control with your smartphone, to smart cars providing the shortest route, or your smartwatch which is tracking your daily activities. IoT is a giant network of connected devices. These devices gather and share data about how they're used and the environment in which they're operating. It's all done using sensors. Sensors are embedded in every physical device. It can be your mobile phone, electrical appliances, vehicles, barcode sensors, traffic lights, and almost everything that you come across in day-to-day life. These sensors continuously emit data about the working state of the devices. But the important question is, how do they share this huge amount of data and how do we put this data to our benefit? IoT provides a common platform for all these devices to dump their data and a common language for all the devices to communicate with each other. Data is emitted from various sensors and sent to IoT platforms securely. IoT platform integrates the collected data from various sources, further analysis is performed on the data, and valuable information is extracted as per requirement. Finally, the result is shared with other devices for better user experience, automation, and improving efficiency. Let us look at a scenario where IoT is doing wonders. In an AC manufacturing manufacturing industry, both the manufacturing machine and the belt have sensors attached. They continuously send data regarding the machine health and the production specifics to the manufacturer to identify issues beforehand. A barcode is attached to each product before leaving the belt. It contains the product code, manufacturer details, special instructions, etc. The manufacturer uses this data to identify where the product is distributed and track the retailer's inventory. Hence, the manufacturer can make the product running out of stock available. Next, these products are packed and parceled to different retailers. Each retailer has a barcode reader to track the products coming from different manufacturers, manage inventory, check special instructions, and many more. The compressor of air conditioner has an embedded sensor that emits data regarding its health and temperature. This data is analyzed continuously, allowing the customer care to contact you for the repair work in time. This is just one of the million scenarios. We have smart appliances, smart cars, smart homes, smart cities, where IoT is redefining our lifestyle and transforming the way we interact with technology. The future of IoT industry is huge. Business Insider Intelligence estimates that 24 billion IoT devices will be installed by 2020, and IBC predicts that IoT revenue will reach around 357 billion in 2019, resulting in a lot of job opportunities in the IT industry. Want to become a part of the IT?
So this is how IoT technology supports our society. So people, those who are interested and those who have real-time problems, bring it to your IT specialist. They will support you and they will guide you definitely. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Thanks to Dr. Mamta and faculty principals.
Giving your presentation on IoT. So IoT is very, very interesting presentation. Internet of Things. See, we all know the importance of internet. That is all. That's what actually you have explained. And you have explained the benefits of IoT in industrial automation and other three benefits. Four benefits we have explained. And IoT also is beneficial in agriculture. And environment protection. Everywhere IoT is needed. And in smart farming also IoT is very much useful. And in brief, our life is very, very difficult without using IoT. That's what actually you have explained. And slowly our life is the importance of internet and importance of artificial technology is intelligence, artificial intelligence becoming more and more important in our daily life. So IoT resolves all real-time problems. That's what you have explained. It's very interesting. And I think these kind of things were existing even in our ancient India. So sometimes if you think the Mahabharata war was happening somewhere and Sanjay was explaining to Dhritarashtra. And you should understand, we have in ancient literature, if you read, we had a lot of yogic powers. And that is what actually sometimes I feel that slowly are they becoming real through the technology and internet. Sometimes we have 8 kinds of powers: Anima, Mahima, Lahima, Prapti, Prakamyam, Ishatvam, Vasishtam, Ashtasiddhaya, 8 kinds of siddhis. But these siddhis are only obtainable only through yogic powers. And very, very rarely you can see them. Such things are happening through internet nowadays. See, something is happening here, somebody from America can directly interact with us. So those things are explained even in our ancient India, but now they are becoming slowly real in our life through internet, through this Internet of Things, IoT. It's very interesting And now I welcome questions from audience on this topic.
And my heartfelt thanks to the keynote speaker and to the chairperson for such a lovely and beautiful session. One announcement, all people who are presenting in technical session, they should contact registration desk outside. Once again, जो भी लोग टेक्निकल सेशन में अपनी प्रेजेंटेशंस दे रहे हैं वो बाहर जाकर रजिस्ट्रेशन डेस्क पे कांटेक्ट करें और इन पर्सन दे कैन कांटेक्ट डॉक्टर अनिल कुमार चिंगानी. आई अप्रिशिएट योर प्रेजेंस. Our next keynote speaker is Dr. Nishit Dharia, Associate Professor Life Sciences at NG University, Gujarat. इनका सर आपका स्वागत, आपका अभिनंदन. The chairperson of the session would be Dr. Satya Prakash Mehra, State Coordinator, Rajasthan, World Agroforestry, Rajasthan Agriculture Research Institute, Durgapura, Jaipur, Rajasthan. सर आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत, अभिनंदन. जयपुर से चल के आए हैं आप डॉक्टर सत्य प्रकाश मेहरा. बहुत बहुत स्वागत, बहुत बहुत अभिनंदन.
First of all, I would like to thank the organizers, especially Dr. Hukum Singh Ji and Dr. Mamta Sharma and the entire team of RRC. I would like to congratulate them for continuously organizing these very interactive and intellectual events throughout the last 3 years. And even they are not living by organizing the events, they are just giving the products after every event. So this is very impressive and I really congratulate the entire team for this particular thing. I also am thankful to them for inviting me for the 3rd time over here, and I hope that whatever I am going to share here, it will be of some of the benefit to the students, to the researchers and to the scientists who are presenting over here. So I'm not going to talk about the environment, pesticides, IT or something like that, but I'm taking you towards the jungle, towards the forest, where the animals, the wildlife is waiting for us, and the wildlife which are requiring the science, wildlife require the research and development, and as yesterday Dr. K.K. Sharma said, that whatever we do and whatever scientific research we do, it should reach to the society. Similarly, it should also reach to the forest, it should also reach to the people and the wildlife. So I am going to talk about how the human and sloth bear interaction is devastating nowadays, how the sloth bear attacks are hampering the conservation of sloth bear in India, and how we can come up or how we can help the sloth bear conservation by organizing some bear safety education and outreach programs within the local community, and how science or how scientists can help these kind of conservation actions. So those who don't know about the sloth bear are known as the largest seed disperser of the ecosystem because they are omnivorous. They eat largely on the fruits, and whenever they go in the forest and they cook, the seed would be germinated. So they are considered as the largest omnivorous, largest seed disperser of the forest. They are also known as the engineers of the forest. They are also known as the doctors of the forest because they are helping the forest ecosystem in each and every way. Sloth bears are, according to the IUCN, International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources, according to IUCN, sloth bear are considered as a vulnerable species. Vulnerable means the species, if not conserved, will become the endangered species. So they are on the brink of the being endangered. So they are vulnerable. Now why they are vulnerable? Can you please keep quiet? Why they are vulnerable? So according to IUCN, they are vulnerable due to the criteria 3AC, and the 3AC says that in next 30 years, 30% of the sloth whale population will decline from the entire world, and because of that reason, they are vulnerable. Why they are going to decline 30% in the world? Because there is a trend of deterioration of the habitat for the sloth whale. Where the sloth whales are found, these habitats is deteriorating. The sloth whale population is also decreasing, and there is the expected acceleration in the future. So this decline in the habitat and decline in the number of sloth whales, altogether it becomes the number of sloth whale population decline. And because of this decline, sloth whales are considered as a vulnerable. So this is the right time that we should consider for the conservation of these magnificent species of India. Now, if I talk about the sloth whale population of entire world, you don't think that they are found everywhere in the world. They found only in the Indian subcontinent. Only 3 countries in the world which have the sloth whale population, and 90% of the sloth whale population is housed by India. The rest of the 2 countries are Nepal and Sri Lanka. So the rest of the world doesn't have the sloth whale, and that is why it is a duty of Indian scientists, it's a duty of Indian citizens to conserve this species. There are 8 different species of whales in the world, and out of these 8 species, sloth whale is one which is found in Indian subcontinent, and they are unique from all the other whale species in the world. They are unique in their habitat. They are also unique in their food and feeding behavior. They are also unique in the parental care, and they are also unique in their aggressive nature. So they are very aggressive. They are very unique in the parental care, and how they are unique that I just wanted to show. This is the sloth whale habitat looks like in the western India. This photograph, the photograph on the left side is from Gujarat, and on the right side is from Rajasthan. So sloth whales are distributed throughout India from north to south, from east to west, and in every region, in every part of India, the different habitat is different, their food is different, their interaction with people is different, their behavior is different. So it is very important to study sloth whale in every region, every different region of the country. If you see closely here, this is the jaw of the sloth whale. This is the mouth of the sloth whale. Look at the upper jaw. They don't have the 2 upper incisors permanently in their mouth. That means they are losing these 2 teeth, and that is why they cannot cut. They cannot cut the food. So what they do, they generally suck the food, because absence of these 2 incisors and the long snout make a straw-like structure, and using this straw-like structure, they generally suck their food. So whatever they eat, they used to suck. You can see here, this is a long snout, and you can see the nostrils of the sloth whale are not like us, not rounded, but it is like a slit. So when they suck the food, the slit will automatically close. It's a natural phenomenon happening in the sloth whale face. So automatically slit will close. So dirt and other things will not go into the respiratory tract. So this is what mechanism made by the nature of the sloth whale. So they can suck the food and they can eat it. The lower lip, if you see, the lower lip of the sloth whale is making a pout-like structure. So this pout-like structure, long snout, absence of incisors, that makes a straw-like structure, and then they suck their food. So this is what actually the straw-like structure look like, and all the food will go inside the mouth of the sloth whale. It's a short video. You can see how the sloth whale eating their food. You can see it will first blow the air, so all the dirt will go out, and then they dig for the termites, and then they eat. So it used to do like this throughout the day, because they want to eat ants and termites. So you can imagine the size of ant and termite, the size of a bear. So how much termite they want to eat during the entire day. They can also dig the termite mound like this. Like the whole person is sitting inside, so my field assistant is sitting inside, so the big gadda, it is digged by the sloth bear. This is also dug by the sloth bear, and this is the photograph from Nepal, where you can see a long termite mound is dug by the sloth bear to eat the termites. They also eat honey, especially the mother climb up the tree, they destroy the honeycomb. They put the honeycombs down and the cubs are generally eating the honey. So this is a short video from Velghat Tiger Reserve, Maharashtra, where you can see this female sloth bear slowly approaching the honeybee comb, trying to escape from the honeybee stings, and then it puts the honeycomb down for the female, for the cubs. You can see how the female is struggling to feed the pups. They are unique in the parental care. You can see here two babies are just riding the mother's back. So when sloth bear female giving litter, it gives litter into the den. And the sloth bear pups and the female will remain in the den for 7 to 8 months, right? And until the cubs becomes 1.5 years old, they used to ride on the mother's back. So this is how the females or the moms are taking very care of and they are very protective of the sloth bear cubs. And that is why what is happening, if the cubs are there with the female, they found any person around it, then sloth bear female will attack. So you can see the cub is riding on the mother's back. This is a photo from Daroji Wildlife Sanctuary, Karnataka. These are the cubs. This is the center in the mother is the mother, and both are the cubs. Now the cubs are 1.5 years old, and now they will leave the mother and they will live a separate life. I just wanted to show you this video, if I can say, that sloth bear are continuously eating when they are in the forest. Always they are looking down and they don't know what is happening around. So you can see this is a sloth bear trying to feed on the termites and a tiger watching the sloth bear. But sloth bear cannot watch the tiger. They never sense about the tiger because they are continuously eating. So they don't have a very good sense of hearing, but they have a very good sense of smelling. So you can see in this video, when tiger is approaching the sloth bear for predation, sloth bear never knows that my tiger is just behind me, and suddenly it will look at the tigers. So this video is from Ranthambore, Rajasthan only. You can see how closer the tiger is, and then sloth bear suddenly shows, oh, there is a tiger, and then it starts reacting. So similar thing happen when sloth bear suddenly see the human, right? Tiger can escape the sloth bear or tiger can attack the sloth bear, but human cannot attack the sloth bear. And the result is sloth bear is attacking them, because sloth bear never knows what is happening around it, whether it is a person, whether it is a tiger, whether it is any other animal. And this is how the human and sloth bear interaction or conflicts are happening. As I said, sloth bear are very aggressive, and we have done research throughout all the different species of the world, species of the bears of the world. There are many bear species like polar bears, grizzly bears, brown bears, American black bear, Asiatic black bear, sloth bear, sun bear, panda bear. So out of all these 8 species, 3 bear species are known as very aggressive species. One is the grizzly bear, second is the American black bear, third is the Asiatic black bear, and fourth is the sloth bear. But when we compared the aggressiveness of all the bear species, we found that the sloth bears are one of the most aggressive bear species in the world. You can see how aggressive it is. So within a fraction of a second they can approach you and they can attack on you. So So compared to the American bears, they are 10 times more aggressive than the grizzly bears and 20 times more aggressive than the black bears and polar bears. Most of these slaughter attacks which happens on the human, they are the defensive attack. They don't attack human for food, they don't attack human for taking a revenge, but they attack on the human just for a defense. Or most of the attacks are the accidental. जैसे मैंने दिखाया tiger और slaughter का interaction. ये slaughter को पता ही नहीं था कि कब tiger बाजू में आ गया, और जब पता चला तो उसने attack कर दिया. So this is thing happening also with the humans. Most of these slaughter attacks are happening on the face and neck of the person. Why? Because at the time of attack, slaughter stands on the cupids, and then it attacks over here, here, or the here. So these are the most vulnerable locations of human body where slaughter attacks happens. We are working in the Gujarat, state of Gujarat, Rajasthan and Maharashtra. So this is the entire map of the slaughter distribution in our country, and this is the slaughter landscape of Gujarat in the western India, and this is why the Gujarat's distribution is known as the westernmost edge of the slaughter distribution. उससे आगे slaughter का distribution पूरी दुनिया में नहीं है. So we are on the verge, on the edge of the slaughter distribution. What is happening? Like most of the slaughter has the issues with the habitat degradation in western India, human-bear conflicts, selling of bear body parts, lack of awareness, and change in the land use and land cover pattern. So what we have done, we have collected the information about the slaughter attacks in our state, Gujarat, and we have also collected the information about the number of slaughter. So you can see here, the slaughter population is increasing. This is a good news for us. Similarly, the human population in entire country is also increasing. So both human and slaughter, they need more space to live, they need more resources to use, right? And most of the resources in the forest, which is shared by slaughter and people, जो भी slaughter खाता है, वो वहाँ के tribals भी use करते हैं, खाते हैं या sell करते हैं. Because of that, there is a competition between both of them, and this actually results in the attacks. So you can see the attacks of slaughter on human is also increasing. You can see here dieback in 2019, 2020, this is because of Corona. No one is going out of the home, and that is why the slaughter attacks are decreased. Otherwise, there is a clear increasing trend of the slaughter attacks on human. So more than 200 cases of slaughter attacks in India has been recorded till today, and out of these, more than 25 cases per year, which is recorded from our state. Similarly, we are also working in Rajasthan, and the same figure, almost same figure from Rajasthan is also there. 60% of these slaughter attacks is just in the non-protected area, but it is out of national park or sanctuary. So most of the attacks happens into the villages, agricultural farm, or the non-protected forest. Which is the area of Gujarat having more number of slaughter attacks? So we use some GIS technology. As yesterday we had a talk from Dr. Sharma about the GIS. So we also use a GIS technology. So here you can see the dark red portions are having more number of slaughter attacks. Why we are doing this? Because we want to reduce, we want to minimize these slaughter attacks. We want to minimize we want to increase the tolerance of the people, so we can conserve the slaughter and we can save the people. So what we have done, we have identified these red areas which are more red, dark red, and we started our education program, outreach program, and bear safety education program on this particular area. So we went into the forest, we asked people about how the slaughter attacks happen. जब slaughter attack हुआ तो आप क्या कर रहे थे? भालू क्या कर रहा था? So we asked this kind of question, and we came to know that most of the attacks happened when the people were either farming or collecting the non-timber forest production, or they are moving in the forest. So these are the three main reasons why the accidental in confrontation happens. And then we also asked about the age of the victims. What is the age of the average age of the victim? And you can see here that most of the people is around from 30 years to 40 years. So if we want to save these 30 or 40 year people, we have to aware the age group which is going to come in this particular age range. And that is why we thought, or we decided, that we should do education to the people who are below the 30 age, or we educate the people who are in this particular age range. This is what happening when slothware appears around the village. So this is a photograph from Gujarat where you can see the slothware comes towards the village and people are trying to threaten the slothware, and this actually slothware को encourage करता है attack करने के लिए. This is a prompting. So this kind of prompting is happening. Another thing in India we are facing is lot of people. Whenever there is a tiger, there is a bear, there is any wildlife found around the village, you will see mob and mob of people. Lot of people just going around, moving around, and that actually hampers the animal to move for a safe passage. So our goal is to encourage the coexistence. Whether the coexistence of a human and a sloth bear or a local people and a sloth bear is possible, this was our question and this was our goal. And for that, we have started a program which is called Atmavat Sarvabhuteshu. It's a Sanskrit phrase, so you must be appreciating it. So this is the Atmavat Sarvabhuteshu. It's a project we started. So we feel ourselves one of them. We feel ourselves one of the creature of the forest, and this is how we trying to reaching to the local people and trying that people will appreciate the sloth bear, people will appreciate the sloth bear presence, and we are trying to give the correct scientific knowledge about sloth bear to the people. And it is not a one-way street, it is a two-way street. We are also getting knowledge from them, but what they feel about sloth bear, what they know about sloth bear, and what they should know about the sloth bear. So this is what entire project Atmavat Sarvabhuteshu. We finished the first phase of Atmavat Sarvabhuteshu in the central Gujarat, and in near future, maybe from the September, we are going to start the second phase of the program in North Gujarat and Rajasthan. So it's a cross-sector collaboration that we have developed. It's a model of cross-sector collaboration. So we are involving the local people, forest department and the local institution, and we are trying to give bear safety education, awareness about the ecology and education about the sloth bear. We are organizing the training, capacity building program of the forest staff, and then our central goal is that we can conserve the sloth bear and we can save the people. And for this project, we have collaborated with Gujarat Forest Department, our university, International Union for Conservation of Nature, this is Bear Specialist Group, a couple of zoos from Europe, and Bear Trust International from United States, and the Serenity Trust from India. So these are all organizations who are collaborating with us, who are supporting us financially, technically, and morally, and we have started this project. So what we are doing in this project actually, we are doing several activities which is towards awareness, education, and like spreading the knowledge about the sloth bear. We have made a conservation outreach center which is exclusively made for the sloth bear. So the people from the surrounding villages, they can come, they can learn about sloth bear. Our volunteers are there. They explain about the sloth bear behavior, sloth bear habit, sloth bear habitat, and people will get the exact, accurate and scientific knowledge in their own language. We have organized during the Corona period, we have organized a YouTube live lecture series on bears of India. So there are 4 species of bears in India. So we have called all the bear experts from India and abroad, and they have talked about different bear species in the on the YouTube. So more than 1,000 people have seen this, and more than 1,000 people from local community, they have also seen and appreciated this live talk series. This is still available on our YouTube channel. So if you want to refer any of the talk, you can just go through. We have made a documentary film of 6 to 8 minutes on sloth bear in 3 languages, Hindi, Gujarati and English. So every people can watch this video. And this video is about sloth bear, how sloth bear evolved, what are the behavior of sloth bear, and what to do when there is a sloth bear attacks happening, or if you are living in the sloth bear area, how can you be careful from the sloth bear attacks. So this documentary film is very popular, and it is also available on YouTube, free to download. Everyone can download, and wherever we go in the villages, we show this documentary film to the people. We have also run a campaign on Speak for the Bear throughout the world. So we have collected the conserve sloth bear messages in different languages of the world, and every people from different corner of the world, they are talking about bears and what to do for the bear conservation. Several talks of my team, it is available on different media, social media as well as the mass media, and we have also given our research in different languages into the different newspapers. So our research will go up to the society. As I said that it is a two-way communication, it's a two-way street. So to get the knowledge from the people, we have organized a story writing competition on the sloth bear. So we have received more than 30 stories on the sloth bear from the people around the area, and out of which we have selected the best story by a panel of experts, and using this best story we have made an animation film on sloth bear. So this animation film is written by a person, a local girl from this area. We have just animated it, and this animation film is also freely available on our YouTube channel. We are also showing this animation film to the kids, so kids can appreciate the sloth bear. Similarly, the second best story we used, and we made a comic leaflet. In this story, like a female sloth bear is like thinking that why people are killing us. So this story is named as a sweet scent of honey, and this is also available free to download on our website. So we are distributing this pamphlet in schools so children can learn, and these stories also we have translated in all the languages like Hindi, English and Gujarati. So kids can appreciate, they can read it, and they can learn about the sloth bear and what are the issues or challenges for the sloth bear conservation in our region. We have made a small booklet, Living with the Sloth Bear or Living in the Sloth Bear Landscape, and we are distributing this booklet free of cost to all the people, tourists, local community, journalists, because journalists are playing an important role in the field of conservation, right? So whatever the journalists are there, we are distributing this booklet free, and this book is also available with us. So if anyone needs this book, the books are available. It is also bilingual. It is in Gujarati and English, and we can make the same thing in your language, like Hindi or whatever is your language. We have prepared the fun book. It is known as an activity book, the bear book, which we are distributing among kids. So kids can just open the book, they join the dots, they color the pages, and then learn about the sloth bear. So this is also a fun activity book, where our volunteers goes into the schools, tribal schools in the sloth bear area. They collect the kids, we show them the animation film, we give them the books, they use the book, they learn the book, and we are collecting the information from them also. So you can see here, this is a school from the tribal area of Gujarat, where our volunteers are showing them how to use the book and how to learn about the bear. This is our mass awareness program in the forest area as well as in the villages, where our volunteers, our researchers goes and they give the bear safety education. We have also made a food menu for the sloth bear. It's a calendar of sloth bear food. It's what sloth bear eat in different seasons in their area. So this poster we are posting every villages in every forest department offices. So even they know that during this season we should not go in the forest and we should be safe by the sloth bear. This device we have developed, this is the product of our researchers. This device is known as a Ghungru Kathi. Kathi is a stick, Ghungru is a bell. So we made this device which is made up of bell, and there are blunt-ended arrows. So they can use, when they go in the forest, they can use this kind of stick. So when they go, it makes a noise. So the wildlife will become alert, and if the wildlife attacks happen suddenly, they can use the stick to keep away the wildlife, and it will not injure them, it will not injure the wildlife. So this is like our product, we can say, proudly say, this is our product, we are going to patent it also, and this is the product of my researchers. So these kind of devices we are developing to research and development. And then I wanted to know that whether this awareness activity, whether this education activity, whatever we are doing, whether it is worth or not, like iska kuch asar hota hai ki nahi hota hai. So we have done the evaluation program. So after the 1 year of the project, we have done the evaluation program in the Gujarat, and we have seen that earlier attitude of people was like very negative towards software, but after the education and outreach program, this attitude is changed to 59%. So now 59% are positive for this software. Similarly, 69% of the people have said that they go in the forest during the early morning and dusk, and then we have started our awareness program, education program, and the activity of people in the forest reduced up to 36%. So this clearly shows that the conservation program, or outreach programs, or education programs are effective. They are only effective when we reach to the root of the cause. ऐसे ही awareness program शुरू कर देने से कुछ नहीं होगा. If you want the result of your awareness program, first thing first you have to do the research. You have to know that what is the issue and how you can address the issue, and then you make your awareness program accordingly. So that's why I say that it will be different from region to region, it will be different from species to species, it will be different from area to area, and that is how we have to develop. One of the good news is that one of our researchers, she has received the Environmental Educator of the Year award in 2022 by United States. She has received 1,000 USD and a trophy, and she was nominated out of 64 people. She is Shalu Vesaria. She is a project leader of our project, and she is not here. So she got this award. So this is just a good news I want to share with you. Another thing that I want to share with you is our project or our work, conservation work, is also appreciated by the legendary Bollywood stars, and one of the Bollywood stars has given this message to us. Now I need a sound. This is the last slide, so please bear with me. Bear with the bear.
Namaskar, this is Amitabh. The sloth bear is the pride of our nation, as they are found only in the Indian subcontinent. Taking care of this bear should be served with compassion and pride, to live fearlessly in their natural habitat. It is the time to unite and conserve the sloth bear in Bharat and cultivate the habit of coexistence. Thank you.
So the legendary, like Amitabh Bachchan, he is also joined in this activity, and he called us over at his home, and he gave us this video message for 1 minute. And when I asked him for the fees, he said that मेरे 1 मिनट बोलने से अगर आपके बालू बचते हैं तो मुझे कुछ नहीं चाहिए. This was the answer. So with that, I would like to thank my entire team from WCB Research Lab and WCB Research Foundation. I would like to thank my donors, my financial supporters and technical advisors. And at the most, I would like to thank all of you here who have appreciated, who have listened this patiently. And I would like to thank Hukam Singh Ji and Dr. Mamta Sharma for giving me opportunity to share our project over here. Thank you so much.
If any question, please.
Thank you, sir. Very nice lecture and well geology. Just not a question, just a query. for the last 5 to 7 years, why do you think the number of sloth bears increasing or declining? One thing. And which species is more prominent nowadays? Is it more prominent? Yeah. And what the trend is the increasing trend or decreasing trend?
So, sloth bear population is in the increasing, we can say stable to increasing state in our country, especially in central and western India. But if we consider the northern and southern India and Sri Lanka and Nepal, there the sloth bear population is in a decreasing phase. So, if I say for the entire world, the overall trend of the sloth bear population is declining. The other bear species, that is a brown bear. Brown bears are increasing because they are across the world. They are in all the continents except the Africa and Australia. Except these two continents, we will find brown bear everywhere. Brown bear population is like flourishing. There is no issue with the brown bear population. But the population of the bears like sun bear, they are in danger. Like they are really facing the issue of habitat degradation and fragmentation.
Thank you, sir. We would like to have one more lecture in our college.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, very shortly, please. Yeah.
पंडित जी नमस्कार.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद रजनीश जी, अपने आप को एनवायरमेंट कंजर्वेशन मैनेजमेंट के लिए बहुत ही अच्छा इनिशिएटिव है. मैं अपनी बात को मैं रिप्रेजेंट करता हूँ CSTV को, जो एंड सोलर एनर्जी को प्रमोशन इंडिया में कर रहा हूँ, और उसके लिए इसको आगे बढ़ाने के लिए एक नया प्रोजेक्ट देखा है. इसका नाम दिया कम्युनिटी साइंस सेंटर. इसका नाम दिया CSTV कम्युनिटी साइंस सेंटर. इस कम्युनिटी के अंदर जो एनर्जी सेक्टर है उसको कैसे प्रमोट किया है. Canada is the only country in the world where the per capita energy is highest in the world, and India is very, very low. How to change the scenario? How to change the way of the outreach? In Sraska, we have a tiger interpretation center. Wanted to put an awareness program in this center by your knowledge, because it is a matter of understanding the grassroots. Good structure there, tiger interpretation center is there.
But what is the issue with the interpretation center we are designing across the country is they are using the same thing everywhere in the country, and this is actually hampering the conservation. It should be different from region to region, from people to people. So whenever you want to do outreach program, when you want to design the interpretation center, it is very important that you first know the attitude of the people, the perception of the people, and then you prepare the design, of material or education material accordingly. एक ही जो बना है वो एक सब जगह पे ऐसे ही ठोक देंगे तो उसका कोई रिजल्ट नहीं आएगा. So this is what happening, and that's why I say that it should be region specific, it should be species specific.
So what about the person getting pet of these dogs, and they are showing the different shows?
Yeah, sir. आपकी बात सही है. Like it's a story of 1970s or time before 70s. Since 1992, sloth bear, dancing bears are banned. Earlier, people from North India and Nepal, they used to pet the sloth bear. They used to keep the sloth bear, and they use sloth bear for their shows. And those shows are known as dancing bear. और वो जो लोग थे उनका नाम था कलंदर. They were known as a kalandar. So kalandar activity is now banned in our country. Now you will not see any sloth bear, any dancing sloth bear or any dancing bear with the kalandars. और उसके पास जितने भी bear थे, whatever number of bears were from with the kalandar, that has been taken by two organizations of our country. One is Wildlife SOS and the second is Wildlife Trust of India. So they have rehabilitated all the bears and they put those bears in their rescue facility, because we cannot release those bears again into the wild. So more than 300 bears from Kalandar has been taken out and it has been rehabilitated in the facilities of the Wildlife SOS and Wildlife Trust of India.
Dr. Nishit, thank you very much.
This is not a question, this is only a comment and appreciation for you. In your lecture, I like very much one point, coexistence with these bears. The coexistence is very, very important, because what I actually understand, human being, developed a kind of attitude that he only has to live on this earth. And he have developed such an attitude, I don't know, a kind of nature. We are afraid of the animals and we are killing. Before they are attacking, we are killing them. Even take the insects and small animals and many things. But this is not our culture. Our culture is Parasparopagraho Jivana. Parasparopagraho Jivana means every creature is helpful to each other.
Yeah.
For example, you see, these bears, what bears are doing, amazing work. They are eating the white ants. Can you remove white ants if they enter into your house? How difficult? You have to leave the house and you have to go away from there. Such a big problem, white ants. I'm just telling you, such white ants are being destroyed by the bears. So in this way, every creature, every animal is having a purpose in the life. The creation of this God. And this coexistence is possible because as a student of Sanskrit, when Shiva enters into the hermitage of Parvati, he observes that with the influence of her penance, all Virodhi animals are living there friendly. The line Kalidasa writes there, Virodhi Sattva Jita Purva Matsara. Sattva means animal. Virodhi Sattva, जो वैरी शत्रु animal है, जैसे
Rivals.
जैसे cat and rat.
Yeah.
And Kutta and Biljani. ये जो कुछ animals है, snake and mongoose. They are Virodhi Sattvas. But in the hermitage of Parvati, they were living happily, friendly. Uchita Purva Matsara. Uchita means त्यक्ता, वो छोड़ दिया, abandoned. Purva Matsara means previous activity. They have left the previous activity and they started living friendly. That is why when Devadatta has sent one elephant on the Buddha, वो जो राजगीर के streets में राजगीर के उस समय राजगीर था या राजगीर है, कि वो इतना terrible elephant came to Buddha and just sat down, seeing the Buddha. He said, we need such environment to develop the friendship with the animals. It is possible to live with the animals, and there are many videos and many people, those who are making friendship with even lions and tigers also. So in this way, it is possible, and live and let live. Live and let live should be our motto.
Perfect. So sir, thank you very much. Very good insight. And as usual, Nishit is doing a great work, and we can understand that. The only thing is that one point which I want to submit with your work is that what you mentioned about the protected areas and non-protected areas. If you have seen the southern Rajasthan area, go to the Mount Abu, that is a protected area, and the Sundamata area, that is completely non-protected. You can say that. Now, what is the difference between the encounter or conflict between the human and wildlife slot there? In Mount Abu, you will find something different. That is a protected, but in Sundamata open area, it's different. So there we have to come across whether we are going in the right direction or not, or what sir has mentioned right now. Let's coexist. So our culture is basically living with the animals. So with this note, I would just like to suggest one thing, that whatever you are doing, that is ultimately a great thing, but we have to include what just now you have mentioned about the Jamban. Why? Because if we are saying the aggressive species, how the old ancestors, they used to control the aggressive species. There is a number of examples in our ancient times that first human controlled those animals which were known to be aggressive, and they were placed with several deities, and they were top on the list. So that is ultimately things what you have mentioned here, and thank you very much. I think if you are having any questions or anything, any suggestion, you can interact with Nishit. He is there, and Nishit, definitely, if you need any such type of interventions in Rajasthan, wherever, we are always with you. No issue for that. I think your 2020 that competition, the network from our group, they had also submitted, and I think first, second, something they were from our network only. So thanks a lot, and hopefully this work will be expanding. Thanks. Okay.
Yeah.
we are expanding the work. As I said, from next 2 months, after 2 months, we are going to start this work in the Western Rajasthan, like Kumbhalgarh, Aravali's, Western Aravali's. So any students are here and researchers are here. So if anyone wants to volunteer or join this program, just let me know. So we will include, even will include you. So thank you so much. Thank you everyone.
I would like to thank our keynote speaker and our chairperson for such a wonderful and such lively sessions. And Dr. Tharia, if possible, please share your slides with me. They are just amazing, and trust me, we are of course going to speak for years. So with this, I would like to call upon our next keynote speaker, Dr. Ilse Kohler Rolfsson, Project Coordinator, Lead for Pastoral People and Endogenous Livestock Development. She's coming all the way from Germany. And the session will be chaired by Dr. Rajendra Puri, Professor and HOD, Department of Zoology, Dunga College, Bikaner. आप दोनों का बहुत स्वागत अभिनंदन. Dr. Kohler, it's a lot of love and affection to you on the stage.